What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Joe's Madness. If you're new to the channel and have a passion for combat sports, punch that subscribe button into submission. If you enjoy this video, take a moment to slap that like button like a pimp. Share the video with your family and friends, and let us know what you think down below in the comment section as well. We have what should be a spectacular light heavyweight fight at the Ultimate Fighter 25 finale, TUF Redemption, and we have Cannonier, who has got slugfest knockout power, versus Roehrick, who is coming in for a UFC debut and an underdog on short notice. This man is 7-0. Will he suffer his first loss, or will he pick up the W? He's got wins by KO, TKO, and submission, and several wins by decision. For Jared, he's got a lot of knockout power, some submission game, and wins by decision as well. With a 9-2 record, the Killer Gorilla, Jared Cannonier versus Roehrick, is about to be underway. And we have Buffer introducing them. They are about to throw down now. This is my live streaming play-by-play commentary. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, make sure to take a moment and slap the like button like a pimp. Punch the subscribe button into submission if you haven't subscribed. And the Octagon girls are looking pretty tight as usual. You know what I mean? So, let's find out what's going on. So, Roehrick is in the blue trunks, and Jared is in the black trunks with the white strip. So, the Jared has got the center of the octagon, and Nick has got his back toward the... Oh, no, now they're both in the center. They're going... both trying to find that range and that distance. And this is going to be interesting. Jared throwing some left hands. Nick throwing some left hands. Jared trying to close the distance to the overhand right to the jaw of Nick, and Nick eats it like a banana. And left hands by Nick to Jared, and Jared eats that like a hot dog. And now, he misses with the right hand. Jared coming in after Nick misses that. They're both in the center of the octagon. A left hand to the jaw of Nick when he went in for a right. Jared with some nice striking skills tonight. Lefts and rights hits Nick in the friggin' temple. That was devastating. It looked like that woke up Nick, and Nick is backing up some. Nick coming in with a massive combination as Jared's throwing strikes and misses. Nick had lit up Jared there. Now Jared throwing his hands up looking for the distance, and Nick throws some long rangey shots that miss. A right hand by Jared. Nick comes with some combinations, and Jared rocking him, and he hits him with a right hand on a cage. That will look like that stunned him. A forearm to the head of Nick. Nick eating some devastating blows by Jared. Jared with some lefts and rights, and he goes for a head kick that's blocked by Nick. That's some of that head kick connected. A left hand by Jared, and Nick throws a left hand as well. Nick's face is all pink and red. Jared is walking down Nick as Nick is backing up. He's got his back toward the cage as Jared's coming in after him. Jared has his fingers out, though, a lot when he's got his hands up in the air, which is something to be careful of. A right hand by Nick. Nick landed a nice left hand there. And Nick with a right misses. Jared telling Nick to come on and bring it. And Nick moving around to the right, resetting. And Jared is walking him down. He hits him with a right hand to the side of the jaw, or more to the cheek area. Nick throws some strikes, and Jared gets out the way. And Nick is moving around. He's got his back toward the cage again. Jared's in the center. Overhand right, then misses Jared. Nick ate a strike there by Jared. Jared is backing away from a flurry by Nick. Nick eats a body strike and another body strike and a right to the face and a left hand. Jared moves out the way of many strikes by Jared. Jared with the overhand right, and Nick throws a right hand. Jared resets and's coming back after him. One of these guys is going to get knocked out, I believe. This is very intense. Both of these guys have knockout power, and they're both going head hunting a lot tonight. Jared with his hands up high and out, and he keeps on taunting Nick, and Nick's coming in at him. Nick misses a head kick. Jared reset and comes in with the left, misses the right. Same for Nick. A minute 20 to go in the first round. I'll be surprised if we see a second round with the way these guys punching each other in the head. But they both have very tough chins and hearts. But if you get cracked just right, you're going down. So Nick with a couple of strikes onto Jared's head. Nick going after Jared's dome piece. Jared coming after the dome of Nick. They both hit each other with uppercuts there from what it looked like. Nick may have connected more onto Jared. Jared eats a left and a right straight down the pike by Nick. Jared bouncing around coming after Nick. He hits him with a left and a right and then bounces off to the side. Nick goes for some lunging shots again, going for left hands, and Jared moves out the way. Jared dunking in and out. Oh, a crack. Jared cracked Nick, but then with the way he moved it to the side, Nick ended up taking his back, and then Jared swung around, and now he's up against the cage, and Nick's putting the pressure on Jared. Need him in the head, but Jared switched positions and reversed it and has Nick up against the cage. Nick pushes Jared off of him off the cage, and now we've got less than 10 seconds to go in the first round. And here we go. Jared and Nick both punch each other with lefts at the bell, and here we go for a second round. And we get a Taco Bell commercial. I have not had a double chalupa yet, and I'm very interested in maybe trying that out. But as I'm trying to lose some weight and not be such a fatty, it probably is a good idea not to eat a limited edition chalupa, a double chalupa. No, anyways, that was a very tough round to score. Honestly, that was very tough. Man, how to score that round? That's definitely, man, who do I give that round to? Hey, I predicted Nick to win this fight in my prediction. I like seeing guys coming in and debuting and winning normally. Also, I love a guy with the undefeated streak, so, oh, man, I kind of feel that Jared won that round. With the strikes that he landed on to Nick. I kind of feel that Nick lost that round, though he did get the back of Jared at one point and got him up against the cage, but Jared was able to reverse it and get off the cage, but then Nick ended up breaking free of the hold. So it's so tough on that round to score, but I feel that was a 10-9 round for Jared. A leg kick by Jared as Nick goes for overhand right, and then Nick lands a left hand onto Jared. Left hand by Jared to the beard of Nick, and he hits him in the jaw with another left to Nick's face. A right hand by Nick. I think Jared might have connected with the left. Front kick by Jared that connected on something of Nick. I'm not sure what. I definitely heard it hit something. It might have been the arm. Jared slapped his belly, telling Nick to come there. Kind of interesting. And then Nick hitting him in the face a couple of times. Jared hit him with a leg kick. Jared's swinging away. Nick is as well. This is turning into a Rock'em Sock'em robot fight. I gotta take a sip of water. I'm gonna turn my mic off for a second and clear my throat. Man, wow. Some devastating blows by Jared. Jared swinging for the fences with lefts and rights, punching Nick in the face. Nick has got a hell of a head, man. This dude can take a beating. To kill a gorilla, Jared Cannonier just blasting away at Nick, and then Nick swinging away at him, and Jared runs away and then comes back after him. Wow, that was a crazy right hand by Jared. Jared rocked him with the right hand, and Nick just stood there like, what? And it's like, what is it gonna take for either one of these guys to knock out the other one? I keep wanting to clear my throat, but I feel like a knockout's gonna happen right when I do. All right, I'm gonna mute it for a second, clear my throat, so I don't blow out anybody's speakers. So I'll be back in just a second. I'm back. Hopefully that's better now. I feel better now that I just cleared my throat. So we've got Jared and Nick swinging away at each other in the second round here, which just had almost the halfway point. It's at 240 now. Ooh, what just happened there? That was a crazy punch, and now Jared is on top of Nick on his side, and he's blasting him with right hands, and Nick is trying to get away, and he's eating right hand after right hand, and now they're standing up, and somehow Nick is back up on his feet. That was nuts. Jared with his hands down, and now he puts his hands up, and he bops a left hand onto Nick. Nick is coming after Jared with lefts and rights, and Jared runs away and then resets. And, ooh, a jumping left hand to the face of Nick, and then he ends up hitting him with the right hand. What's up, kid? Prodigy Xbox Live, what's happening? Doing good. Glad to finally be getting to do the commentary for the fights tonight. I missed several fights earlier. So, these guys right here are doing pretty hitting each other with a lot of crazy strikes, a lot of lefts and hooks and uppercuts. The left hand by Jared. Man, Nick's face is all busted up. It's all pink. He's got blood coming out of his nose. Looks like out of his cheek. Nick's face is all busted up. Welcome to the UFC, Nick Roehrick. The Killer Gorilla Jared coming after him and then backing away again as Nick throwing some heavy hands with 1:05 to go in the second round. Roehrick, hitting another left hand onto Jared. Going for some body strikes now. Left hands. Wow. Several little left hands by Jared as Nick's throwing some as well. Overhand right by Jared, and then Nick connects the left and a right to Jared. Jared's coming after him, and Nick throws another left hand. Elbow forearm by Jared, and he grabs the hands of Nick and pushes him up against the cage. Looks like he might be going for a takedown, but no. Jared was going for a guillotine there for a second, but Jared popped his head out and knees Nick in the gut and got a forearm on the throat, and now they're off the cage. We've got 10 seconds to go, and we're going to go to a third round. They both just rocked each other, but Jared hit him with a nasty left hand there, and then a kick to the body, and we're going to a third round. Wow, another fight going to the third round. The only fight am I right that there's only one fight so far that's had a finished? That's just crazy. Because from what I recall, reading over from what I had missed earlier, was that Tisha Torres was the only one that has gotten a submission or a finish on the night so far. As Angela Hill won by decision, James Krause won by decision, C.B. Dalloway won by decision, and Maynard won by decision. Jordan Johnson won by decision, and Tisha Torres, Tisha, the one person who hasn't won, the one person on the card who hasn't won a fight by a finish wins a fight by the finish, and whatnot. The prelims are free on the Fight Pass. Well, the prelims come with the monthly subscription of the Fight Pass, but UFC 213 won't be up there for at least 2 weeks to a month, from what I recall. Usually it takes some time before they put any of the fights up from the pay-per-view up there. You have a Twitter account yet, Kid Prodigy? If you got a Twitter account, let me know, or I could send you a message here on, if I can figure it out, I'll send you a message here on YouTube, some information on the UFC 213. So we are into the third round now, and we have got Jared swinging with some kicks onto Nick, and he's going with several left hands. Jared looks like he's getting wound up wound up for a, some kind of right hand knockout power. And Nick just keeps on throwing lefts and rights and combinations. He eats a left hand down the pike to the jaw. So let me see where. So let me. Whoop, what did I just do? Oh, they're clenched up. Oh, uppercut by Jared. Over to Nick. What am I doing here? I'm gonna see about sending you a message here on YouTube to send you some information on that, since you don't have a Twitter account. Oh, a head kick by Jared as Nick was ducked down, and Nick is looking glazed and dazed, and he catches him with the right hand, and Jared is on top of Nick on the ground now. A lot going down here. Jared throwing forearms and elbows, and there's a stoppage by Big John McCarthy, and Nick did not want to stop fighting, and Big John has to stop him. And Nick was trying to still fight, and Big John McCarthy stops it. And Jared wins this one by a TKO victory over the UFC debut and short notice of Nick Roehrick. Another prediction wrong. Man, I am having a shitty night. So hopefully with the next several fights I'll turn things around on this one. I did pretty much have Jared winning this fight as it was. The next fight is going to be awesome with Mark DeKaisi and Duroc Klaus. That one's going to be awesome. So that's going to be intense. So we'll be back in a few minutes once they are announcing the fighters for that one. I'll be back with my live play-by-play commentary for that fight as well. So we should be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, if that, somewhere in that range. I believe that fight will be starting. So thanks for watching and listening. Combat Sports is awesome. You guys are amazing. Thanks for watching and listening. If you're new to the channel, punch that subscribe button into submission and slap that like button like a pimp, and let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. We'll be back in a few minutes.